Though the PGA has 4 majors, the LPGA has 5 majors since 2013, and they are held one per month from April through August, including the Chevron Championship, the US Women's Open, the Women's PGA Championship, and the Evian and Women's Open Championships. The way you know the event is an LPGA Major is because the total prize dollars and world ranking points are significantly higher than regular LPGA tournaments. Welcome back to another episode of Polymer E-Clubs, Ask Dr. Paul. Today we're going to highlight my favorite polymer concept, elastomer crosslinking in a rubber network. So when your boss talks about elastomer crosslink density, what do you need to know? In a previous That's Working Knowledge video, I introduced 2 types of elastomer crosslinkers, namely peroxide and sulfur, and even discussed advantages and disadvantages of each. Peroxide crosslinking of natural rubber is shown on your screen as a reminder. Today, I want to address the importance of crosslink density. So to dial in a particular crosslink level in an elastomer formulation requires precise ingredient measurements, thorough formulation mixing, and consistent processing to complete the crosslinking reaction and give the same crosslink density month after month and year after year. Once you dial in a crosslinker level, measuring crosslink density is an important quality control tool, and we know that because moving left or right along the x-axis, which indicates crosslink density levels, we see tremendous property changes from any given starting point. And if you want to change one property, say increase modulus or hardness, shown in blue, by increasing crosslinker in a new elastomer formulation, all properties will also change simultaneously. And this is very important to know. Therefore, the crosslink density with X amount of crosslinker has a specific property set, and the crosslink density with Y amount of crosslinker has a different yet specific property set. Different vertical lines, if you will, on the graph. You can also see from the plot that properties increase, decrease, or go through a maximum concerning crosslink density. For example, modulus and hardness increase as you link more molecules, and that makes sense because it is harder to bend, pull, and indent a tighter cross-linked elastomer network. The properties that decrease with crosslink density shown in red include elongation, hysteresis, permanent set, and coefficient of friction, because the tighter networks cannot elongate as well, and we may see elongation decrease from, say, 1,000 to 400%. It should also make sense that tighter networks would have less transient entanglements and thus less hysteresis. And if we think of the extreme case where every repeat unit is cross-linked, it is easy to visualize fewer transient entanglements and lower hysteresis levels. Permanent set also decreases or gets better with crosslink density, since crosslinking promotes elasticity and crosslinking also diminishes tack and decreases or helps surface smoothness or coefficient of friction. Tear, toughness, and tensile strength goes through a maximum with crosslink density, and it makes sense that an uncured elastomer would have a low tear strength, and it would improve with crosslinking as we add more carbon-carbon chemical bonds. Beyond the tearing maximum shown in orange, any added crosslinking decreases the ability to dissipate energy as the network tightens and the tearing values gradually diminish. And we saw lower tearing values for a tighter polyisoprene network at room temperature compared to a looser polyisoprene network in a past That's Working Knowledge video. If you have ever removed tightly cross-linked elastomer slabs from a compression mold, you will know they are often so brittle that they tear on demolding. We see the same trend for toughness and tensile strengths, in which higher crosslink density levels limit elongation, which limits toughness, or the area under the stress strain curve, and also limits tensile strength, shown in light blue. Knowing how crosslink density drives property values in elastomer formulations, that's working knowledge. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on notification, and even share if you appreciate the content. You can visit our website to learn more about our upcoming Flexible Polymers course. I'm Paul Nash for Polymer E-Clubs, Ask Dr. Paul. Thanks for watching.